Here we go. I have been sitting here for a good 15 minutes trying to decide what to do on just different situations, quite frankly. I don't have any like material planned. Why is this not going? I feel like sometimes, there we go, when you refresh, it doesn't actually refresh anything. All right, there we go. It just wants to keep using the cache. Like, no, this is the same thing, right? No, it's not. I hit refresh for a reason. All right. But yeah, so there are a couple decisions I need to make. One, I have like just enough diamonds to do some pulls. I try to save for 5,000, like you guys already know, and pull them all at once. But I'm at like 4K right now, and I have a guaranteed epic coming on the epic recruitment side, and I don't know if I should pull that 4K and just go for the epic, what I would hope would be Bane. And if it wasn't, I'd be disappointed. I think that's the answer. And then, or if I should just pull them under weekly recruitment and just save those other tokens. That's what I'm thinking on. Plus, someone's asking me about the super fun pack, and I do not feel comfortable giving that advice because $30 is expensive. Um, and I'm willing to do it partially because I have like the little extra cash. I budget this in my money, my monthly budget, but also because like pretty soon I'll get some money from YouTube for doing this channel. Not a lot. I call it McDonald's money. And on additional to that, if and when I do file it on taxes, these expenses can be written off. So like my willingness to spend money on this super fun pack is not the same as everyone else's. And I feel like it's irresponsible for me to be like, "Oh yeah, go ahead. It's $30. Go ahead." And I don't know the person's situation. Like if I spend this $30 as a person who's not doing content and just as a person, and then Deathstroke is bad, I'm like, man, this sucks. I wasted $30. Some people are like, man, that sucks. That $30 could have gone to groceries. And no judgment on whatever situation you're in, but I don't feel comfortable telling people like, yo, spend your money on this. It's a game, you know, a mobile game at that, which has its own kind of specific like prejudice against it. Like, you're spending this much on a mobile game, but yeah, new to the stream, but I'm always watching your videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate you watching. I do. I genuinely do. I was thinking about that last night. I wanted to stream last night, but work. Man, work was a lot. I didn't get off work for a while. It was a long day. But anyway, so yeah, I don't feel comfortable. I don't even make videos about it. And I said yesterday I wasn't gonna make a video about it because I don't feel comfortable saying, "Hey, spend $30 on this guy." Even if I even said to the person up because they were in the comment section, I was even like, if it was Wonder Woman, who I know is the best character in the game, to my experience so far, and with a lot of other people saying it, there's debate, fine, but nobody's saying she's a bad character to have. Even then, I'd be like, $30 is expensive. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So if you can afford it, take a shot. I guess I'm treating it like a bad movie or a bad concert or a bad dinner. Like if you go to a restaurant and you spend that amount of money and it is bad, are you upset like, man, this was a terrible meal, this sucked, or is it like, man, I could have used that money for groceries? Yeah, I do. The alternative is better pulling 150. The thing is that for pulling that 150, and this is the only reason I get it, for pulling that 150, you have a chance of getting the legendary that you want. And so with this, you can decide that's the one that you want. So I get the allure, and this person's a really big fan of a specific character. Luckily, my favorite character in DC is Batman. Everybody gets Batman. So like, I don't have that issue, but I try to put myself in that place because Batman would cost $20. in that. And I'm like, if I was playing this game and I didn't get Batman for the next 6 months just because I had bad pulls or whatever, would it make me like this game less? I'd be annoyed and disappointed, but I would still like the game. So then is it, well, I'll just ride it out until I finally get him. And then when I finally do get him, I'll be super excited. But I don't know. Saying what to do with other folks' money, I am not comfortable with. I'm really not. Yeah, income. Got income coming in. All right, so here's the thing. Um, what I'm gonna do right now is there's a couple of things that I'm looking at. One, we're looking at the emblem for Wonder Woman. If I make some moves, I'll be able to complete this. It'll burn some of my resources, and I need to look into that. The next thing I want is I'm really liking Bane as a tank, but he is rank 6, and I think that he would perform much better if I got him up to rank 8. If I pull for these shards over here, I already have a guaranteed epic here, but then that means I have to spend all 4,000. But at the same time, if I wait and do the weekly, I don't have a guaranteed epic. There's a good chance, but it's not a guarantee. And then on top of it, I only get 7 pulls, but I do need those rares and those fragments so I can rank him up. I can make some moves on getting these fragments from the store and from other currencies, but then that would interfere with me trying to get this emblem done on Wonder Woman. So, well, first thing I do, I'll go to the shop now, and what I usually do every morning, like I said in the shop guide, that I haven't put that out yet. I'll put that out today. In the shop guide, I'll come in here. I'm gonna get my titanium because the other thing I need to do is we're gonna come back over here real quick. Is that one of these characters I can take up? Oh, now exactly. Now that I just bought that, I can take one of them up past 180. And I don't know if I want it to be Flash, Kid Flash, or Batman. The argument for Kid Flash is that he's the healer. Is based on attack. If I rank him up, the heals are better because the attack goes up. The argument for Batman is he's Batman, and I love Batman, and I want to play with Batman as much as possible. That's really, he's a great single target damage dealer, and to be frank, I focus a lot on the AoEs. They always get ranked up first. Having a single target would probably be helpful. Is that as helpful as, it's the same thing that I had with and I'm getting a lot of, not a lot. Some folks are like, nah, Superman DCU isn't that bad. I'm not gonna argue. I don't have them. I'm just going by what I played with and what people told me. But for example, putting those resources into a single target damage dealer does help if you're trying to go against mini bosses and stuff like in system recovery, because then the damage is focused. But he heals and sustains an entire team on his own. So ranking him up or getting him up past 180 is a +2. They're both. It's going to happen to both of them, of course, and then my level link comes up. But which one am I going to do first? Which one is going to help me progress in the game more of those two? So those are the decisions I have to make, and the decision that starts it all off is: am I going to pull for Bane using weekly recruitment where I'm not guaranteed an epic? Or do I use epic recruitment where if I pull 20, which I'll be able to pull 20 with this for, in fact, yeah, but if I pull 20, I get a guaranteed epic, but there's no guarantee. It's only a 30% chance that I get Bane. Oh, and then on top of it, on top of all that, I have these here. With these, you can pull any of the fragments that you select. So I can just select Bane and pull 20 of his frags. I already have 5 of Bane frags from where I don't know where that came from, because they don't usually like distribute it in that way unless you buy it from the arena shop, and I haven't. But Bane, I could then also buy 10, and then I have 4 of these. So I would be like 1 frag away from enough frags to get Bane up to rank 7, which then, you see what I'm saying? Like this stuff, all the decisions. Which then means that if I did manage to pull him here, I could take him up to rank 8 today. So I don't know. This is what's, oh, and then on top of it all, I went ahead and went to the shop. I bought these because I'm just staying buying these. I'm gonna keep pulling for Soups. I want to get him. I can use these to buy 40 of these, and that'll help with the Superwoman emblem. I don't see a reason why not. At this point right now, I don't have soups. You do get something from the distress signal if you rank up soups to rank 6, but it's only 20 of these emblems. I don't think that's even worth it to save for. So at this point, the decision is made about Wonder Woman actually in terms of this. I'm going to go ahead and buy 40 of these. All right. So then back to her emblem. We can go ahead and get that up one more. And I think the next one should be 50. If it's more, I'm going to be upset. All right, yes. Yeah, so now I just need 30. Source. And that's where the Elite Shop War World. I already got that from War World, I believe. So then here, this is the other decision that needs to be made, right? So, Sinestro here for 4K. Now, I'm not worried about Superman, Wonder Woman, or Lex, whom I could also get from this because they're all rank 8. And I'm trying to get everyone up to rank 8 right now, kind of balanced. The idea being get this other legendary up to rank 8 and then go from there and start going to rank 9, rank 10, et cetera, right? So I already have, I think I have 10 of his frags, maybe 15. So 4K of that would get me some of his frags. I'm already answering my question as I'm going through this in my head. Actually, at the same time, I could use this to buy the emblems that I would need for Wonder Woman, the pieces to the emblem that I would need for Wonder Woman. Up here, I'm going to go ahead and buy this because this is going to go into Batman. There's another place, I think, where I can buy those, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, then that kind of, yeah, the decision gets left to this. I could buy these. I could also work on the emblem for Wonder Woman, and then she would be complete. She'd go up into gold, right? I think it's only going to be 20, so I'd still be 10 shy. Crisis Watch, I've already completed. That video is going to get released either today or tomorrow. War World, I think I won't get any more from War World supplies. Yeah, sure, if I wait another 12 hours. Yeah, here I'm only going to get more titanium. I've already gathered all the stuff from here. If I get to Platinum 1 today, I think I get those rewards, right? If I could get to Platinum 1, I don't know if I can get to Platinum 1 today. I could probably get to Platinum 2 if I win a couple more challenges. All right, let's run a couple challenges real quick. Hopefully. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. All right, so I'm going to use this one to evaluate my teams real quick. So this team right up here, this is the, well, pseudo Fire and Ice team, but not really Fire and Ice. I got Frostbite from Green Arrow and from Soups. I'm going to use Burn from Superman, Starfire, and Superboy. And then Lex is there as kind of a sustain. He does provide some shields, even though it's not as good as before, but then also the call assist. So that's the plan with this team. Oh, and do I even have... Ooh. Okay. So that's the plan with this team, hopefully. Oh, we already got one of them down. It's looking good for us. The guy that we're fighting right now, though, I think has not a big advantage, like 100K. For his entire, like, squad power, so. Ooh. I'm gonna need, it was going well. Not so well anymore. Oh, don't like that. Okay, so their Lex is down, but I'm still worried about that Constantine. Come on, Green Arrow. Still worried about that Constantine. If that Constantine gets a turn, we're in trouble. I didn't realize Superman had already used his invulnerable. Oh, we're gonna lose by the. Oh, that sucks. All right, with this team, it is the Ocean Master and Nightwing show, basically. Ocean Master was a beast yesterday when I was using him to clear the end of the final chapter, the last chapter I got through. He was doing work to Deathstroke. He was hitting the boss Deathstroke so many times because Deathstroke was targeting Nightwing that Deathstroke's damage, the like boss's damage, was coming up as 100. Like that's what he was laying down. He was only able to lay down 100 or like 1,000. So Nightwing's health would just shrink very slowly, would shrink very, very slowly to the point of where you could barely see the green, but Deathstroke still couldn't take him out because he was doing so little damage. It was incredible. So we just basically outlasted him. I wish I had recorded that, actually. Wish I could go back and do it again. But that was awesome. That was nice. Ocean Master and Nightwing are... Ooh. I think they're the best duo in the game. Hell, maybe that's the video. I think those two together, like overall all game modes, Nightwing and Ocean Master. Call him Nightwing. Call him Nightwing. So we'll call him Night Master or Ocean Wing. One of those. I think they are the best duo in the game. The best combination you could put together. At least of epics. Because I can't think of another combination you can put together. Maybe... I was going to say maybe Wonder Woman and Red Hood or Wonder Woman and Zatanna, but that's not like a sustained thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the crit damage and everything, the increases are a benefit in the very early portions of a battle with Red Hood because it replenishes. And then, you know, Frantics can fall off or be purged. The Frantics that Zatanna gives to Wonder Woman. And really Zatanna is the one who's carrying that duo. With this one, Nightwing is good without Ocean Master. Ocean Master is good without Nightwing, but together they're nuts. Okay, so Superman DCU. I watched your video on Soup DCU. Do you still think he's unworthy compared to others? Yeah, good for you, Jordan, that you got Ocean Master. Superman DCU has become a complicated topic. And part of it is that some people are experiencing good things with him, and it is going to depend on how you gear him. It's not like he's unworthy, like he's out, because calling him trash isn't fair. But I feel like he's not good enough for what a legendary should be. However, there's also been the argument made that when Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner get into the game, there's going to be this new dampen mechanic, and that the dampen mechanic is really where he's going to shine. It's just that I had the same thought process of like with OG Soups. If he's putting down burns, the way OG Soups works, I like him so much that made me invest in Starfire and Superboy because I knew the legendary was a beast. And that's kind of the downside of Soups DCU right now is that he doesn't seem like he's worth it on his own. Doesn't seem like he's worth it to me. However, if you're pursuing him and you get him, invest in him. I don't think he's going to be like absolute trash. I don't think he's going to be bad. I think he's just not quite good enough. If you still have your starter recruitment and you're using those super encrypted tokens to get your 100% chance at Wonder Woman instead of Superman DCU, I would argue that's smart. Now, before I was like, I don't know. Superman DCU, you can guarantee to get him. You can always get your Wonder Woman later. And that argument I would still kind of go with, but the idea that you could get, I didn't know you could, wait, I could see. Accident. I figured out something. When you're checking out how you lost, you can check the other person's gear sets and what they have on them. I lost it. He mismatched I guess I understand that. What? Okay. Anyway, I won't go through the stats and everything else. So there is like potential for him, I guess, and you do get a 100% chance at him, and you could go after Wonder Woman. I'm assuming Wonder Woman is your start. If you pick Superman or Flash, okay, fine. But and you could always go after Wonder Woman later and start a recruitment, and this is limited time, and you can guarantee yourself that Superman DCU and then get your guaranteed Wonder Woman later. I still make that argument. However, I also understand the fact that I had the guaranteed Wonder Woman like selected, and I didn't get her for like the first 3 weeks of the game, and she would have helped me progress more so, I feel like, than Superman DCU. So unworthy isn't exactly how I would say it, but what's up, Napo? What is Wonder Woman's max level? That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's 300 and something. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a bunch of words to give you a non-answer, and I'm sorry. It is a thought process that I'm still going through. I would be inclined to still, the argument can be made. I would still be inclined to focus on getting him because you get him guaranteed, And then if you, this is legendary recruitment, but if you still have starter recruitment, your 100% guaranteed Wonder Woman will come later. So like I'm still of that mind. However, I get the person who was like, but I'd rather just go ahead and use all of these super encrypted, all these chances, all these free chances that they give you, because they give you a lot of these tokens through this event. I'd rather use all those to get my Wonder Woman as fast as possible. I get that 100%. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to drop to get his full potential. My point is, I'm experiencing at the moment. My point is, I am experiencing at the moment. You don't want Wonder Woman to max her level, so you need to plan ahead to farm her fragments everywhere you can and the eighth metal. Oh, you got soups right now? R3 4P R3. I'm gonna just call you R3. Um, he's been a beast. Oh, you know, I got soups first too, and he is a monster if you get him like pretty early on in the game. OG soups, I assume you mean. Um, and it is one of those things of AoE damage dealers are better in the beginning too, because you can wipe out waves really, really fast. In my view, I'm saying this stuff like it's hard fact or whatever. I got to keep saying this is all my opinion. So right now, let me focus up for a sec. I wanted to complete the Wonder Woman emblem. And how many more do I need now? I still need 30 of these. And I've already got them from the shop, the DCU shop. War World, I'm not going to get to that now. Supplies, I mean, if I wait, like I said, if I wait hours. Base shop, they don't have them for sale right now. I will go ahead and buy these fragments because I do need these when I start ranking up characters. And I could still get the... So that's the thing too. To your point, Napo, I could also change this to Wonder Woman and get 10 of her frags for 4K. And if I buy these now, the max number I can get is going to be 25. So that puts me like 5 away. All right, R3. Have fun at work. I know that's an oxymoron. My bad. I got to work soon too, so no tripping. I think I got 2 hours. I don't know what to do about this emblem situation. Because a lot of it is impatience. If I wait throughout the day, I'll probably get some. All right, let's focus back on the ranking and the pulling. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those super encrypted tokens and use them on soups. I'm starting to get in the habit of doing the pulls on stream because I think that's when I've gotten all like that's when I get legendaries and stuff. Okay, so an elite, that's fine. Fodder, next. Cheetah, great character. I already have her rank 8. All right, Napo, if you're there. All right, Jordan, if you're still there. Here's the question. Here's the vote. Do I, and let me go ahead and pull these now because maybe I get an epic and this doesn't matter. Nope, gonna be uncommon. All right, do I pull the weekly one at a time in the hopes of getting Bane? I'm telling Jordan, I said this, I've been saying that. I always feel like I pull better when I pull 10 at a time. Do I use the weekly recruitment and pull Bane? The argument being that if I don't get Bane, at least I'll get like rare and elite frags that I can use to rank up. Or do I do elite recruitment where I can just pull 16, and now I can pull 16, and I can potentially, my guaranteed epic is coming, right? Now, what if I pull these and I don't get Bane? I end up getting like, if I got Red Hood again, I'd be happy. But like, I get somebody else I don't want. That's the problem. But that could still happen with weekly recruitment. I could get an epic here and it be an epic I don't want. What's the percent again for epics in recruitment? Epic is 3% chance, man. And over here it's What is it? It's still a 3% chance either way. The problem is I don't want this 47% chance of a damn uncommon. That's the issue. That's the issue right now. Smart money tells me pull for the guaranteed. Smart money tells me pull for the guaranteed. Like pull here. And then I still have gems left to buy the fragments I need in the base shop. I just don't want those damn uncommons. All right, here we go. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't like this. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, here we go. Go through the animation. Watch my disappointment increase. All right, there's one uncommon. Okay, rare. Okay. All right. If I get one more rare, then okay, then it's okay. It's okay, because then I have enough fodder. Yep. Oh, actually, okay. That made me feel okay. I got a good bit of like elite and rare and only 3 uncommon. So now my next epic is coming in the next 6 pulls. So I'm going to do those individually because I'm trying to save on the gems. Yeah, confirm. I'm trying to save on the gems so I can do some stuff in the base shop. So I only need 6. So that's 35. It's going to be right at the end too. That's 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. Be Bane. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be that kind of day to day. All right. It's gonna be that kind of day to day. I think I'm gonna call in sick to work. Okay. All right. So that's changed plans. That has changed plans. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, I said I'm not gonna curse on YouTube. Okay. I said I'm not gonna curse on YouTube. I want to mute this microphone right now. Bane, I think has the potential to be really good. I just need to rank him up. I need to level him up. I need to figure that out. And what they're about to make me do is basically rage spend a bunch of resources that I should not spend in order for me to go ahead and take him up to rank 7. Resources that I have been saving for like legendaries and stuff, I'm about to like just rage spend. And if I had like one more of these, wait a sec. Okay. Oh, jeez. Ooh. The anger right now. I'm telling you. The anger. Yo. And I can't even wait. Okay. We might be okay. We might be able to recover the day. Oh, you hear that inspiring music coming from the DC Worlds Collide thing? Bah, bah, bah. See, they see that I figured something out. I can get 10 here. Now, the problem is, if I get 10 here, let's say I buy 2, I get 30. Or I get 20. So then I'm up to like 24. How many gems do I need? You mean how many fragments do I need to get them up? I only need like 40 total. I already have 5. If I buy this, I can get 10 or 20. If I go here, okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this. All right, so I'm gonna piece together Bane. So I'm gonna use these to select the epic fragments I want for Bane. Right? Make sure. Select this dude, max. This dude, not Two-Face. Use. Confirm. Okay. So there's that. So now I have 25 Bane frags. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here to the arena. I always said red light to this and listen. Do as I say, not as I do. 5 right there. And then we go to Elite Arena and we buy these 10. Bet. Okay. Now that has also screwed up my emblem for Wonder Woman. All that thinking I was doing is done now. Off of potential. Off of potential. And now watch the next time I pull a damn crystal, it's going to be. Well, if it's him again, I won't be mad, but y'all killing me out here. Are there any elite? Because I was talking about, let's start saving Harley Quinn because I want to do her guide relatively soon. So we'll start saving Harley Quinn frags. Man. Oh, for the Wonder Woman emblem, I need another 30, I think. So we're going to rank up Bane. Oh, that makes me angry. Oh my God, that makes me so pissed. And then on that one, I unlocked one of his skills, I think. When triggered, has a 35% chance of also gaining 1 stack of sturdy. But I just need him to be beefier for when he takes those shots. I do have him in the block set. I want to change this, actually. And now that I have him ranked 7, I'm kind of justified in doing it. I don't know why the game auto-equipped. Oh, no, I do know why. They auto-equipped a crit set because he has that AoE stun. And crit is good for characters that do AoE. However, the stun is what I care about, not the damage from the stun. So I want to put him in HP here. Oh, and I did get an HP chest not too long ago. Here. Zatanna might have to come up off that. I'm not taking off Lex. That attack piece from Gorilla Grodd might do it. Now I'm going to go to... Man, I'm still heated about that. I'm just trying to ignore it so I don't rage right now. I think this will be the first time. I think it's also because I'm on YouTube that it hits a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gets to see my shame. Everybody gets to laugh at me. Laugh at me. Everybody LOL in the comment section, whatever. It's okay to laugh at me. I understand that me being this upset, and I'm not that upset. I'll be fine. Although I might call out from work. But, but yeah, oh God. Okay, so now I'm gonna buy these as part of my dailies. The 180 for the 30 frags. I do that every day. That's not being affected by. Actually, that did affect the number of pulls that I wanted to do because I wanted to be sure to get these. That's why I was leaning against doing the weekly recruitment. Yeah, so that's done there. If I come to Evil Falls, I do have a new set of gear, and I do have an HP helmet that is of a higher standard. Right now, I believe I have... Oh, and this is also a block that's of a higher standard. And I got to farm Evil Falls yesterday. So I do have a lot more of that currency. So I could buy these two and it be within the range. And I could buy this so I don't have to take anything off of Zatanna. But I do want to check to be sure. I wish they gave you an easier option of like being able to shop while you're in your character. Like when I click here, see that helmet though is good. I'm going to keep that helmet. I already have the shoulder pad, but I could do, like when I go here, it'd be nice if I could like also shop. That would be cool. And I don't think I have, oh, that piece would go nice on Nightwing though. That piece would go nice on Nightwing, and then this piece could go on Bane. Okay, that might be something that happens. This chest piece. Someone told me yesterday that because, I think it was Panda, someone told me that I should put HP on Ocean Master because when he gets hit, he doesn't counter if he blocks. And I feel like I've seen that happen, and I kind of want to check it out to be sure. Putting this block on, then coming back and going with this HP on, but nah, not that HP. That's a downgrade. And then this one, I did take a pretty good attack piece from here. And who did I put it on? Did I put it on Penguin? Yeah. Okay. So we already have this, and that's already solid. Okay, fine. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I can cheat a little bit. I'm about to screenshot this so I can be sure. This is what I mean. They need to have some kind of window where we can shop at the same time because I'm going to forget. I'm old. BlueStacks. Where's that screenshot? Here it is. Okay. So right now I'm going to try to look at this screenshot while shopping so I can be sure that I don't mess up what I'm about to purchase. Okay, so now we go back. Evil Falls. Okay, so that shoulder piece. I do want that shoulder piece for Nightwing, and then I can move the Nightwing piece over to Bane. That helmet, I do not want that helmet because Bane already has a helmet that is good enough. Albeit I could replace with that body piece. So first things first, we're going to buy this. All right, bet. I'm tempted to buy, I want to put him in HP. So I'm still tempted to buy this helmet, remove the block, put this HP helmet on, and then put a different block piece on him. That's the thought process right now. But regardless, that HP helmet may be good for somebody else anyway. So let me see if anybody else benefits from it. We're just going to do soups, helmets, replace. All I want to see is the HP helmets. Who else? Yeah, so even if I bought it and Lex would benefit from it too, and I do use Lex quite a bit. Okay, so I'll get that helmet regardless. And then this is the last piece where I could replace that for Bane. And then he'll be in his HP block set. And even if not, I could use that on Ocean Master. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. All right, so then I go back. We are going to, and we're going to do this all through Bane right now. So I do want to replace this. I want this shoulder piece to go on Nightwing. So I'll replace it here with Bane. And I want Nightwing shoulder piece to go on my Bane. We replace that. Actually, you know what? So before I forget, let's go ahead and replace that back. Let me see if I can strengthen this a little bit. How much do I have? Only enough for level 3 there. Strengthen. Then quick select. What pieces is it taking? It's only taking that. It's only taking those two. Okay, strengthen. Quick select. Strengthen. All right, so now, one more. Okay, so now it's up to 6. Now we replace that on Nightwing so I don't forget to level it up later. Replace. Cool. All right, so slightly better piece. We have the helmet here. We have the helmet there. Now, I would need a block chest here in order for me to feel comfortable with that. We got that on Nightwing. I don't think so. Do we have a block thing here? We do have one on... Bizarro. I'm going to replace it with Bizarro. And Bizarro's I'm going to replace with an Elite right fast. Because Bizarro, even though he's good, he's rank 5 right now. And he doesn't... I'm not going to use him as much as I use Bane. Or at least that's not the potential. That's not what I'm planning on doing. We can do the helmet here. And then I need to figure out HP somewhere else. Gotta keep that. This is the other HP. So we replace that with this. Replace this with this. So now we're at HP and... Ooh. Well, it's gonna leave the other stuff alone, so that's all right. Quick select. Okay. So now, well, one more. I always stop at 5 because I'm used to stopping at 5. All right, so how many frags you need for Wonder Woman emblem? Yeah, I already answered that question. Daily pack has 10 for 5. I'll send that to you for real. All right, so now my Bane is better. Better. I need a block belt here, but he's better. Okay. I kind of want to test him out now. Yeah. Okay, so then the next thing was the Wonder Woman emblem. Oh, and who am I going to take up between Batman and Kid Flash? There's the next decision. And then I can start ranking them up. How much? I have enough gold left to do a couple ranks or a couple levels, right? I'm okay with it. All right, so Batman. Favorite character single, target burst attack. Hits like a truck. Kid Flash. Best healer in the game. He is, if I level him up now, his heals help the team stay alive. Batman helps me clear those mini bosses. What attack pieces can I put on him? Do I have anything that's worthy? I might strip that off of Sinestro for real. I say that with such disgust. Like, man, give me this. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so aggressive. Well, I do know why, because Sinestro disappointed me yesterday. Well, we can replace this piece. What's going on here? That can, of course, happen. Okay. So, do I go for the healer who sustains the team, keeps everybody going, or do I go for my favorite character of all time and the guy who's going to hit like a truck? Either way, they're both happening, but given how much titanium I have to gather, it's going to be a couple days before I can do the next one. I'm not really running Batman in main story right now, but I need Kid Flash basically everywhere in the game. So my heart says Batman, but my head says Kid Flash. All right, so we level him up a bit. Okay. Burn all this golden XP. All right, cool. There we go. Get him up to level 190 pretty soon. And then Bat is next. Yeah. Okay. And I can't buy anything from the shop with this, can I? Cannot buy these. Consider having attack. I thought about the attack gear on Kid Flash. Okay, guys, so we can say this real quick while I'm doing all this gear adjustment stuff. So basically, I have speed on Kid Flash because I want him to get his turn out as fast as possible. The argument is people are still, and I don't know, and maybe Napo, you can help me out with this too. Like this heal crit, you get a 5% chance of a heal crit. And let's see. My heal crit chance is 8.2%, and the heal bonus will be 5%, which doesn't feel like a lot. Actually, now that I look at that number, which makes me think. So basically what I'm thinking is, and thanks to Napo also bringing it up, is just have one set of speed, because I mean he's already Kid Flash, he's already fast, and then the rest be attack. And if I'm going that route, I'm about to steal off a bunch of folks real quick, because he's going to be the best healer that I have. I'm not taking off Batman though. So it looks like the smart play is to have one set of excuse me guys, my throat is like ugh, right now. And so the idea is to have maybe one set of speed, just keeping speed on him. That's fine. He's already going to be the fastest. And then put 2 sets of attack. And I wish I hadn't done this signature piece on her. However, and the reason why you have the 2 sets of attack is that his heals are based on his attack. That's the reason I should probably mention that. Not based on HP, which I would really prefer that. So The best healer in the game overall to me is Kid Flash. And the funny part is that I can't speak to the legendaries that heal. However, even after they nerfed him, because they gave him a nerf before global release, he's still the best healer in the game. I wouldn't fuse him. I've said that before. However, if you do, I couldn't hate on it. But it's so many resources. I would just prefer to put him in the desired slot, even though that failed me today. I would rather put him in the desired slot for the pulls and then just try to pull him like that. So yeah, Kid Flash, the one I'm working on right now, is the best healer in the game. I already did his guide too. I was about to do his guide again about why changing up his gear sets. There's an attack bonus on this helmet. This is better for him. Although I'm liking Red Hood right now. Raven, I can take or leave Raven. She's good, but not worth like much consideration from my side. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And I have this on Scarecrow, which Scarecrow is about to get bumped out of level link. And actually, funny enough, Poison Ivy is about to get bumped down in my rankings. They're poisons. I like them. They just don't do enough. He's the best of all. Okay, Jordan, yeah. I think he genuinely is the best. If everyone else is saying it too, then I can co-sign it. Because I'm always worried that there's a legendary that I don't have, that someone is like, oh, no, you don't know that whoever. Martian Manhunter is the best healer in the game. He doesn't even heal. He has this telepathic link thing with shields, I think. So Scarecrow's about to get pulled out of level link. So we're going to do, oh, actually, I can just do it this way. Or no. I was right the first time because I need to do this. We need to put this on Scarecrow. We need to do this, put this one onto, I'm making a whole mess right now. So yeah, so Damien has this, that was what I was trying to go for. I was trying to get Damien to have that piece. We're going to try to get Poison Ivy to have this piece. Scarecrow just has a piece, that's fine. Then we come back up, and then I'm going to put this piece on Raven. I'm going to put this piece on Red Hood, and then I'm going to take Red Hood's piece for Kid Flash. All right. 1, 2. A next attack piece. Jessica Cruz, she doesn't need that. She does not need that. Do I have a different set down here? I could put any of these on Jessica Cruz right now. We're going to come back to that, though. Because maybe I replace this with, no, you know what? I'm probably going to keep this speed chest because I've already put a lot into it. And there isn't one with that's higher than this that I have. And then as far as attack, there's an attack that's higher than that I have. So I'm going to leave that. This piece, the HP, what's on this communication thing? This has HP on it. If I could find one of these that had attack on it, I'm going to have to stick with it. Or actually, I can't even replace it with an attack piece. All right, so let's now just focus strictly on the attack pieces I have. So if I'm going to leave this and this, I need this to become attack. All right. I'm gonna have to take that off of Batman. Oh, but it gives armor piercing. Nope. Armor piercing doesn't benefit Kid Flash, but it does benefit Batman. So I'm just gonna have to take this piece off of Jessica Cruz, I think. Okay. So boom, there's the attack set. Now I need to replace these two pieces. These two. Wonder Woman has the only epic attack piece that I have. And then here, I mean, I would rather this be attack, and I hate how I set these up. Okay, I don't hate the way I have Green Arrow set up. I'll be honest on that one. But this HP bonus is actually good on Soups too. Okay, so yeah, I don't have a choice here. There's not, and I'm not gonna go down to the. I mean, should I? Yeah, 262 isn't worth it. All right, so I'll replace it with this. Sup, Mike? You when you say Mockingbird, I'm assuming you mean Black Canary. Oh no, no, your Wonder Woman is ranked 7. You mean she has the 2 red stars, right? She's ranked 7. Okay, so you know what? You know what? You know what? Sinestro has been downgraded a bit in my book. But yo, if you have Wonder Woman and Black Canary, like Black Canary for the heels, that'll get you through. I can't wait. You just started, so you already got your Wonder Woman? Man, I had to wait like 3 weeks for that. So then you're gonna have a good healer on your side, and Wonder Woman's going to hit like a truck because she is the best character in the game. Um, you're about to have some fun, man. You are about to have a good time. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to demote Sinestro, I think, and get this piece up off him because he is the best healer in the game. So what I'm about to do, and then this speed piece can go to somebody else. What I'm about to do is replace this with this, and then replace. Ooh, Sinestro. Sorry, my boy. All right, so far Wonder Woman, Superman, DCU, and Lex. That's my man. Jordan, shut up. Okay, I can't even be mad. I can't be mad because I have had a lot of luck in pulls too, and I've heard the horror stories from people like not getting good pulls. But there's, I think. Oh wait, Jordan, are you the one? I think there's someone in YouTube on my YouTube comments who's also like, oh no, like the first three tokens I pulled, I got like Wonder Woman and Superman, DCU, and I was like the first 3. It was like the first 3 or the first 4, something like that, and I was like, dog, go get a lottery ticket. Mike got his Wonder Woman in his first try. I can't stand you right now, Mike. I can't stand you right now. Dog, I got Superman before I got Wonder Woman, and she was the one I selected. Like, oh, I can't stand you right now. Oh, I can't stand you right now. You're about to have a good time. You're about to have a good time. When did you buy it? Did you buy a scratcher that day? Buy a scratcher that day. Can I strengthen this? I don't think I have enough gold to strengthen this any. Plus, I've been like just willy nilly strengthening with my elite stuff, but I got enough of it, I guess. I've just been out here just tossing these elite. Plus, the thing about the quick select, the gear that you've already ranked up, they leave alone, and I like that a lot. So much so that I'm just doing this. Okay. So one more. We're good. We got the defense up, so now that's at least back to where that other piece was. We got the attack up, 26,944. I would actually love to know what his attack was before I did this, when I had the previous thing, but that's fine. I can check it out in the video later. HP, I'm not going to worry about too much. There is an attack bonus down here that I may or may not try to get to because I'm still going to hope that I can get a better piece. And then here, I'm not going to worry about too much. Okay. So that looks good, actually. That looks good. So now that I've improved my team and wasted my resources on getting Bane up, I'm so upset about that. But she's your only legendary, but you got the best legendary 3 days into the game, man. You're not getting sympathy over here. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna give you any sympathy. I'm not giving you any sympathy. You had a tremendous amount of luck. You're going to have fun, I'm saying. You're going to melt through these. Devote all of your resources into Wonder Woman, okay? She is the first one you rank up every single time, period. No other thing. Wait, you can use the super fan pack to get a Wonder Woman copy. Whoa. If you use that super fun pack to get Wonder Woman, you don't get a copy of her. You get 40 of her frags, and then you can rank her up. That value drops down tremendously if you do it as a dupe. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're just getting more of the same, and that's just going to mean that you can rank her up. Don't. That's for the Krakens to do. You know what I mean? That's for the people who got deep pockets. And unless you got deep pockets, I'm not trying to count your money. If you got deep pockets, like that's fine. But all right, here I need a single target damage dealer, but I'm gonna leave Wonder Woman in because she is a beast. I have Lex in here so that we get some extra shots off. Why did I have? Oh, they even recommend Sinestro, and I have Sinestro now. So who am I taking out in favor of him? We'll do it that way. Sinestro's ultimate can go. Well, Jessica Cruz's ultimate is real trash. We'll do this because this is a long play. You just keep going and going and going until you die. Who would you use yours for? See, early in the stream, I said I'm uncomfortable. If you know, but I get a Wonder Woman Red Hood from the only way you get characters is pulls or this super fun pack that they just did. So you have to. That's what I mean by like saving your diamonds and using those for the weekly recruitment and the epic recruitment. If even honestly the weekly recruitment, because the only way you're gonna get them and like have a better chance at it is using that desired slot. Put Red Hood in that and then pull, and just keep pulling until you get him. Yeah, so you can get him there as an epic. I'm going to use my super fun pack to get Deathstroke when payday hit. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not recommending that for anybody. It's expensive to me. I think that pack itself is very expensive. But if you have it like that, I'm using it on Deathstroke. If you don't have Wonder Woman and it's not your starter recruitment, like it's not going to be a guaranteed, then it's Wonder Woman. After that, Lex, you confuse. I wouldn't worry about it. Deathstroke, sure. Honestly, a lot of the legendaries are good in that sense. It's just that $30 tag, though. I don't know. I think the only one I can think of that I would like other than that is Deathstroke. And I still think that's expensive. I'm just doing it, though. But I do this for content. And I make fun of myself for doing it, and that's my excuse for it. But it does make a difference. It is a tax write-off. So, like, it's hard for me to give that kind of advice. Yeah. Let's deploy you here. But I'm going to use it for Deathstroke. I can say that much. I'm going to use it for Deathstroke. But how does a weekly recruitment work? Oh. Very, very simple. You just go to the mother box. And it's called weekly recruitment, but it's just more expensive. It's not like, I guess they plan so that you can do it once a week. But weekly recruitment is just this. You save up 500 diamonds and you can recruit one time. If you save up 5,000, you can recruit 10 in a row. Epic is just 200 for recruitment versus 2,000. It's just more expensive. And I guess they say weekly because their goal is for you to be able to do it weekly, maybe even twice a week, be able to pull like 10. But there's no like real difference in that sense. There's like not a different process. So yeah, since I already have Wonder Woman as my guaranteed, since I already have Supes who I like, Flash I do like a lot, but that one mechanic of how his passive works, he has to be the last one alive. If he didn't, I would put Flash there too. Next is Deathstroke for me. I've played with him in Elseworld before, and people have said that he's really, really good. But I can't speak to it to recommend to other people. That's just what I would do. But not for nothing, you said it was Wonder Woman is the Beast, but I'm using Green Lantern. Green Lantern John Stewart, right? Raven, Cyborg. Those three are busted, especially Green Lantern. He hit like a truck. So I'm guessing you use them in Elseworld. Green Lantern's AoE does hit like a truck too. It's just Wonder Woman's better, but Green Lantern's does hit like a truck. Let's put Sinestro in here, I think is what I said before. Oh no, and I took out Nightwing and I left in Jessica Cruz. That was the thing. Let me run this. Not you, Bane. Don't get too eager. All right, so that Wonder Woman's still the... we're going to put you first, though, for the sustain and run that. Okay. I'm going to choose Raven. Red Hood is a luxury, not a necessity. Raven isn't a bad pickup, especially earlier on when you're looking for... Well, truth be told, if you're talking about the one that you're going to pick, not from the Super Fun Pack, this is like the desired thing where you get to decide which one that you want. I would say Kid Flash, because Kid Flash is the best healer in the game, and Kid Flash is going to keep your team alive. Raven is going to revive one character every like 3 turns. And so if you run into a sticky situation where you're losing characters pretty fast, it's not as helpful. So I would say If you're looking for something to sustain your team, I would pick Kid Flash in that desired slot. If that's what you're talking about, Red Hood is a luxury right now in terms of damage and stuff. Especially since you have Wonder Woman, you got your damage covered for a minute. Like Mike, what stage are you at? Aren't you at like main story like chapter 8 or something, 7 or 8? I think when I added you, it was like 5 or 6. Which level are you at right now? Oh, you don't get yeah. So what stage are you at, Mike? Yeah, Napo. Oh, so Napo, you got Deathstroke too. So when did you get him, and how is he performing for you so far? Are you happy with that? Okay. So in case you guys don't know, this is the league attack. Everybody in my league, y'all should be doing this. And the idea is to build a team that's going to just beat him up over and over and over again. You have to watch the first battle, but then after the first battle, you can just um, skip the battle every single time. My name is just Angreifer03. So if you want to add me as a friend on DC World Squad, that's cool. Um, so yeah, you just do that over and over and over again. He's going to lose his entire health bar multiple times and just regenerate it back. And it's just basically like a survival mode where you just keep going and going and going and going and going until he eventually beats you. I don't know. Is this a personal best with him? Okay. And actually, I should probably go into like researching it a little bit more because now that I saw what I think, now that I can see this, yeah, I can see how it went. Okay, so Wonder Woman did a lot of the damage. Sinestro did nothing. Batman did a good bit of the damage. He was healing himself a lot. Feels like I can do better than that. So, personal best. No, it's not. Just a best for that for this week. We'll try it one more time with skip battle, and I'm gonna change the ultimate order. Um, I mean, if Wonder Woman's doing the business like that, and he's gonna go, the sustain may not matter nearly as much, and her ultimate benefits from the shields. Skip battle, fight. Okay, so that got a better score. So you're on 7 something. Oh yeah, so I don't know when that unlocks. Is it a chapter 8? It'll unlock soon. So just hold it on the diamonds for a little bit. Wait till that unlocks. Don't pull yet cuz I forgot that it doesn't unlock in the very beginning. Hold on to your diamonds. Don't do any recruitments that they don't make you do. Run through it with your Wonder Woman as much as possible and whatever characters you got, and then when they get the desired stuff, then use your diamonds to make those pulls. I didn't realize that. I forgot that it doesn't happen automatically. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right, so next, actually, maybe Wonder Woman should be in the front because she can take more damage. I'm gonna put Sinestro further up. Which the reason I don't like this is because his ultimate costs 4 points, and a lot of times he's the roadblock to the characters that are behind him. But we'll see how this goes. They do recommend using Sinestro. If I had him at rank 8, that wouldn't be nearly the issue that it is now. Yeah, worse. See, he blocks everybody behind him. Look at what he did that much and then stopped Batman from doing his thing. Feels like his ultimate should be saved for last until I can get him up to rank 8. Let's see how that goes. Dog. Okay, so maybe the sustain mattered more than I thought. Or maybe Jessica Cruz's damage isn't helping us out much. Nope. Where's the roadblock? Is Jessica Cruz our roadblock? Let's see. Because Batman and Wonder Woman are doing their thing. Hmm. All right, after this, I'll do one more with Batman's first, and then see what damage that does. Yeah, we're about to shuffle this bit. Okay. All right. Nope. Worse, man. Worse. Wonder Woman is a monster. All right. I try that one. Yeah, the last option. I know. I think it's gonna be yeah. That was the last one. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. Okay, we're done with that now. Guess that's the best I can do. I'll probably come back later and do some more of that. All right, next. Now that security plan, weekly, collect, guitar music, blah blah blah. Wow. Okay. Okay, so all of that is okay. We've already done these resources. I'm not buying anything else. Yeah, that speed would have been nice. I'm not buying anything else that I cannot afford. And now, actually, I need to check on Two Face because I've gotten enough of his in the last I've gotten enough to take him up to rank 7. They did give him a slight boost. I don't know if it's that good. You've been doing something. I can't blame you for doing it. I can't blame you for doing it. I can't blame you for doing it. I can't blame you for doing it because, and honestly, I blame myself because I did not realize that desired thing. I forgot that it does not come with you automatically. That should be like the first thing in my beginner's guide, like beginner's tips. Don't use any of your diamonds until you get that. Then you can kind of choose. Just go with the tokens that you get in the beginning. Use those as much as possible. Get your roster out. But I was doing the same thing too. I didn't know. I was just playing the game. I was doing the same thing too. So use those as much as possible. But yeah. Don't worry. I made that mistake too. You'll be fine. The game is fine. Look at my roster. I'm okay. You know what I mean? And I'm 2 months into the game. I'm fine. But yeah, now that's the advice that I would give is to wait, is to hold off on it. Because that's the other thing too. You'll get there relatively quickly. I'm surprised you're not there already. But then again, to be fair, I was there already because I found the game on a Sunday morning and just played it the whole damn day. So yeah. Where was I at? I need to rank him up a little bit, but what I'm going to do right now is try to progress through the main story. But the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thing run. Actually, we'll go back. I'm going to let this thing run real quick while I make a cup of coffee. 24 humans watching the stream, run them like... run like support is free. Okay, so... Oh, and actually, let me look at this real quick. Ocean Master was so clutch for me in the last here. I don't know, and this is such a prejudice thing. I don't know if I can call Ocean Master OP or not OP, but like S tier without Nightwing, but with Nightwing is nuts. With Nightwing is nuts, and I want to show you, but they have a weakness here, and I'm not gonna put it up. But maybe I'll put let's see. Let's put Zatanna in real quick so we can get the Frantic out for Wonder Woman. Plus, she has a positive affinity matchup against them. I'm gonna let this run while I make a cup of coffee real quick. I just gotta warm up the water so it won't be long. I don't know how much damage they're gonna do to me, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make a cup of coffee real quick. I'll be back. Look, he's A tier without Nightwing. He's S tier with him. And Nightwing to me is A tier to S tier. He could be like right in that little middle. But with Ocean Master, he's S tier. Like easily. Overall consensus about the legendary ranking. As suggested by all those veterans on the official Discord, Wonder Woman, Sinestro, then Deathstroke and Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle I did not have fun with, and Sinestro is driving me up a wall right now. So I got to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong with Sinestro. Maybe I need to hurry up and rank him up to rank 8 because, damn. All right, so let me go ahead and run this, and I'm going to go ahead and make this cup of coffee real quick. But, but, but. Okay, so Napo level 7 Deathstroke is a bit of a Sinestro for me at the moment. He needs to be investment to shine. Um, yeah, so that kind of discourages me from the. Well, I mean, I guess I got to buy the super fun pack anyway. Got to is a strong thing to say for something that's not at all necessary. Um, but yeah, like I need to take Sinestro up to rank 8, or else he's just going to continue to be a problem. And even then, his points don't. His ultimate cost does not drop until he has 6 stack of fear right now, so that's cool. That's when it would drop to 3. But right now, there's 4. Oh, and is he doing that much damage? Might be the way I have him built though. Might be the way I have him built. $1 to get that word. I might have done that. I might. I think that's why I have Green Arrow in the beginning because, like, to be fair, like I said, I didn't spend much money on this game, even though I'll be willing to. Like, okay, we'll be real about it for a second. Marvel Strike Force, I was buying the Strike Pass and the Battle Pass, which is $20 a week, plus whatever extra stuff I wanted to buy throughout the week. So I was spending a lot of money on that game. I came over here, and basically, in these 2 months, I want to say I've spent $50, maybe, and I've progressed as much as you guys can see in the game. And I mean, I'm sure they'll come out with a pass or something like that for a monthly thing. But the security plan I got the growth fund. Damn you, that kind of stuff. And so it was cheaper for me to progress quickly in the beginning. Plus, you don't feel the same pressure that you do to get everything like you do on Marvel Strike Force, not just yet. So like, I was able to progress pretty far. So I will say this: I might have spent that $1 on Green Arrow, and as far as value goes, yeah, That's a good value if you have the money to spend. It's a good value. I will say that. I don't even remember spending that, but that sounds like something I would have bought immediately. And then been like, oh, well, if I regret it, it's only $1. Definitely didn't regret it. I definitely did. Until I got Wonder Woman, he was my best damage dealer with Superman on the squad. And I know Superman's a tank, but still, point stands. Okay. So basically, what I did here was I saw that, and I probably should check the stats. I saw that Wonder Woman fell first, and I remembered that a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they hard target this front left tank. So I just moved her over so that hopefully Superman can take the damage and she can continue to do damage on the other side. And hopefully that gets us past it. And I also want to find, because I'm tempted to do a video on Ocean Master and Nightwing. I keep talking about how good they are, and I kept saying I was going to do those duos and trios video, and they could be my first duo. I'm just trying to think of the area where I could display them the best. And I know it's in some areas of system recovery. I just need to find those areas. And I don't know if I have a story in system recovery that where they shine. I just need it to be a mini boss that's either agile or tactical. I mean, honestly, even a mighty might be okay if the level's low enough. But that battle against Deathstroke yesterday, I should have recorded that. I regret that. I should have recorded that. If I run into it again, I'll screen record it, because it was just fun to watch. He was doing no damage. Ocean Master had by that point put so many weakens on him that this mini boss was doing 100, not 100K, 100 and something, 100 and something. And Nightwing was just laughing at him like pillows tickle. Like, it was nuts. It was insane. I loved every minute of it. On that $1, Mike, I mean, if you got it, and that's the thing. I know it's only $1, and I know some people are like, it's only $1. Yo, I remember college days when it was that dollar could get me, what, 10 ramen? That's 5 to 10 meals right there. Just put some hot sauce on it. Hey, I know what $1 is. I know what $1 is, so I'm not even telling folks what to spend $1. But I found good value in that. All I'm saying. But I know what $1 is. Them ramen days, boy. Woo. Trying to find any way to make that ramen taste like chicken, and something. Your boy had this. Oh, I remember Walmart had a spec. Man, the things they make you do to go to college in the U.S. I remember they had a sale on like shrimp, like frozen shrimp, like in little bitty packs. And I was like, I'm going to buy these shrimp. I'm going to put them in the ramen, yo. And we finna have some chicken shrimp ramen. That's what I was doing. Dog. They make you go through it if you're trying to go to college in the U.S. Oh, those are the days, though. Those are the days. I will say this. If I wasn't too busy going out with my friends, I might have been able to save up a little bit of coin. I might have. It was not the greatest situation that I was putting myself in from time to time. What's the purpose of Superman's emblems? The gray and the gold ones. Oh, okay. I can go into the emblems in a second. I think I'm about to. I shouldn't say it, but I don't think Croc has any heals. So I'm pretty sure we're in a good way here to beat this stage. And then I can show you in the characters thing what the emblems are. Emblems are really just another progression path. You invest in them. Man, if y'all don't take this boy down, you invest in them, and then it's just going to give you extra different stats. It's just another progression path. But hold on. Used to do boiled eggs and cut up Tyson chicken for my ramen. Boy, you were being a chef. You were being a chef, sir. That's what that's called. Were you in culinary school? Is that what that was? You were chefing it up. All right. Tell your friends, oh, no, come over. Don't worry about it. I got it covered. I'm making dinner. Emblems really are, like I'm doing this with Superman, or I could show it with Wonder Woman because I was just talking about it. They really are just another progression path. So in tier 1, for example, you start off here. You're going to get an attack bonus of 6% and defense bonus of 6%. As you progress, it's just going to add more attack and defense. Eventually, you will get additional stats, damage amplification and crit amplification. crit damage amplification, I should say. And these stats do have attributes that are kind of unique to each character. So that's why they're saying you're going to get extra crit damage because you want Wonder Woman to crit because she gets additional, I think it's like 0.5% damage reduction if for every 1% of crit she gets. So as you're stacking crit on her, it would also be nice to get the crit damage from it, and that's why they have that here. So this is part of the reason why she hits like a truck, is working on these emblems. If you take, where is he? Because Nightwing was another one that I was working on, this emblem. If you take Nightwing, for example, enhance. If you take Nightwing, for example, he gets block amount because in Nightwing's kit, he wants to block. The more he blocks, the more he hurts the enemy. This is part of the reason why he goes awesome with Ocean Master, which is something I need to say into his kit. Now, the actual... okay, I'll get that in a second. So the block amount then matters. If you want him to block, then it's like, hey, a fun thing to do would be if he just, resisted more of what he was blocking. Resisted more of the damage that he was blocking. And so that's what the emblem does. So they're kind of like specialized to each character to make them perform better in their kind of path, their kind of role. You were in the hood in New Orleans. Hey, in New Orleans? Okay, I've never been to New Orleans, but everything I know of New Orleans is that it's a real good place to get fat real cheap. Like, there's good food all over the place. Not the tourist spots, but like the spots where people know. Like, my friend came home one day with some gumbo that his mama made, and I tried to steal it. I tried. He was like, here, try this. And I was like, this bowl is mine now. He was like, no, we don't play over this. You're going to give me that back. I was like, damn. Come on, man. Let me have it. It was my first time having gumbo. And that was good. You can't, because I guess Zion Williamson has the money to get fat in New Orleans. I don't know why. New Orleans was the worst place. New Orleans and Miami would have been the two worst places for him to go. And he went. I'll be honest. If I go to New Orleans, I'm going to come out $3. Games are my only addiction, so I don't mind spending a couple of dollars. Yeah, see, that is how I see it, is that instead of going out for beers with a friend, I'll put that money into the game. I'm not going to do both. So therefore, it's like a budget that I have. It's an entertainment budget. If I go out with my friends to a nice dinner on Friday, then that money from the game, I can't use it. Period. It's an entertainment budget that I have. So I get you. Like, don't have too many addictions. If the gaming is one, cool. Some people have Louis Vuitton addictions, and that stuff is just as valuable to me as mobile gaming because I don't get it. Okay. So yeah, those were emblems real quick, and I'm gonna go back here because I think I can progress further. Oh wait, no. I want to show you Ocean Master. Or I want to try to find a spot to show off Ocean Master and Nightwing. What is this mini boss? Who am I fighting here? Nope, these are too many well, not necessarily minions. No. Let's see, where are you at? That could be fun. Yeah, they're tactical. Okay, so we can do this one. And I won't record it, but I will note it, so because I might cut this into a clip. Hopefully what you'll see here is Nightwing getting hit and Ocean Master not being a fan of it and going off. Yeah. So where are we at right now? On time? Nightwing and Orm. All right. So let's see if after all this bragging, if it actually shows off the way that it's supposed to. And actually, the pain point here is that Phantom Stranger and Mr. Freeze aren't going to do that much damage anyway. But you'll see, like, every time Nightwing takes hits, Ocean Master's like, no. And he will, in that match with it, when it was Deathstroke, Killer Frost, and then Minions, every time a henchman would go, he's just clipping them piece by piece and whittling them down. Nightwing is just taking the damage because everybody has weakened now. And so it all worked out. And as a matter of fact, it actually benefited me more to have Ocean Master go first because he puts out Weaken off jump on his ultimate. So that meant that from the beginning, Nightwing was going to take more damage. Of course, Kid Flash was there to repair him if necessary. The only issue with it, for example, in this matchup, is Phantom Stranger and Mr. Freeze put up so many shields and so many things to keep, like, to up their defense that it just takes a lot to whittle them down. They're just going to be there forever taking damage. LA food doesn't compare. I'm not surprised. Although I have been to like San Diego, which I'm just gonna say like Southern California and Mexico, getting tacos in Mexico, like real tacos with the real guacamole, that hits. That hits for real. That hits for real. All right, so here's another shield coming from Phantom Stranger, and now we just have to hopefully whittle it down. It would be much better to show this off if there was like a single burst mini boss, so we can show off Ocean Master just not having any of it. And then Kid Flash heals him back up. Okay, Ocean Master's putting down his. I should have put Ocean Master further up front, because now as it stands, it looks like we're not gonna make it, because look at what they just keep shielding and shielding and shielding. You guys annoy the hell out of me. Do I have the bat cycle going? No, I didn't have the bat cycle either. I should have had that up. Oh, so damn annoying. Everything else is mad? Yeah, because, okay, we won't say it, but I'm just saying. Yeah, the Asian food where you have, a good portion of Asian immigrants who are going to California for their opportunities. Love those folk. You have the Mexican food where you have a good portion of Mexican immigrants going in, trying to support their families and everything. Love them folk. They're making the fire food, right? And all those fusion restaurants that are trying to make sushi burritos are not hitting. I'm just saying, look who's like, check the kitchen. Anyway. It's $30 worth it. Everybody's asking that question. Is it worth the 30? It is expensive. Will I do it for Deathstroke? Yes. Because I'm in a different position, just because it's a tax write-off for me, I will very soon, I don't yet, but it's coming, I think today actually, I will be earning a little bit of, I call it McDonald's money, because I don't make a lot of money doing this, because I do it for the fun and I do it for the love. See, look, I didn't even beat him. So I'm literally getting like, what's the equivalent of like a couple of trips to McDonald's with my daughter, money off this. So yeah, I get that. Damn them. But yeah, $30 is expensive. So if those weren't the cases, if I wasn't in that situation with some disposable income and like tax write-off and like a little bit of money from YouTube, I probably wouldn't do it, knowing what I know about the game now. But if I had the cash, and like we were talking about before with restaurants and stuff like that, like entertainment budget, if you got an entertainment budget and it fits in your budget, just think of it this way. If you spent that $30 on a meal and the meal was trash, how upset would you be? Would you be like, this was trash food, but not hurting? That's kind of how, you know what I mean? But if it was like, man, I could have spent that money on groceries. I'll advocate for free to play before I advocate for pay to win. Put it that way. For any game, honestly, this is they're giving it to you for free. I mean, I know you won't get the one that you want. Maybe not, but nah. Okay, so that showed off them work. I need a single target damage dealer. I want a single burst damage dealer. Let me go back. But you saw the mechanic. You saw how they were working together. You saw how they were bouncing off of each other. So I want to show it against like who's here? This could be fun. Although Kid Flash doesn't do damage like that. Pandora would be fun. Okay. Pandora's going to be fun. All right. flashes, but I need her to get her. Okay, so Daniel, you pick Wonder Woman. I will say Wonder Woman is like I wouldn't have regretted making that decision because Wonder Woman is very good. We'll say it that way. Wonder Woman is amazing. She's the best character in the game. That's without a doubt. We're gonna put Ocean Master up front to be sure that he puts the weekend out. The thing that paused me is that I was thinking about replacing Green Arrow with Wonder Woman because that would actually probably give me the 5 turns, but that's not going to quite show off Ocean Master and Nightwing the way I want to. So I'm going to run this first, and then I'm going to run this with Wonder Woman because I think I can actually beat this in 5 turns. Oh no! You've seen me. Oh, thanks for watching, Daniel Taha. Like I'm just talking at you folks. Theo, I'm not gonna say your whole name because I'm afraid of messing it up. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just over here like just talking to you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching, truly. So would 30 for like no. Do not spend it on Lex. Do not spend it on Lex. Do not spend it on Lex. Fuse. Fusing Lex is actually a lot easier than you think, especially after you get the desired. Once you unlock the desired epics that you can choose, he is much easier to get than you think. Ocean Master doing his work. Don't anything that you can get for free. Don't get it with a $30 pack. Just wait that week or whatever. When I finally focused on getting Lex after having like the epic desired, I think I had him like within a week. I even did a video on it where I was like upset with myself because I just kept pushing it off. And then once I did it, it happened in the same day as I got Wonder Woman. It was quick. So no, Lex is not worth that 30 at all. You can get him for free. Wonder Woman, I understand getting Wonder Woman if you already got Flash or whatever. But if she's in your starter recruitment, just wait. Get her for free. If you are going to put any kind of cash into it, get the thing that you have a really bad chance of getting. Because there's a 1% chance of getting a legendary from a super encrypted token, and then there's like 20 legendaries. So then you have a 1 in 20 chance, a 5% chance of getting them then after the 1%. So that's what I'm gonna do, Deathstroke. But all those others, no, not the ones that you can get for free. No, stop that. And that's if you have the money, if you have the disposable income. On average, how long does it take time-wise to get legendary champs for free? I started at global and lucked out and got 2 in the first week. I can't stand you. Joking, but I can't stand you. For me, my first legendary, I think it was like 2-3 weeks in. I got Superman. There's a video of it because it's on my YouTube channel because I was doing a bunch of videos before global release. And basically, I'm going to need to look at the damage of Nightwing because I've been answering all your questions. I have no idea if Ocean Master's really been doing his job like he's supposed to. But I think it was like 2-3 weeks in that I got Superman. And I didn't get Wonder Woman until like 4 weeks in, maybe. Something like that. Leonidas from 300. Theonidas. Got it. I didn't know if it was an actual Greek name because I'm bad at that stuff. Okay, got you. So it did take me a minute to get my legendary. I will say that. All right, we're gonna check the damage on Ocean Master. Hopefully, you guys have been watching and you can tell me if he was really like in beast mode. But actually, yeah. You know what? Call back to DC Legends. I used to say that Power Girl would go into beast mode every once in a while and just take over an entire fight for you. I feel like Ocean Master can go into beast mode. Like he's gonna be good, but then there are moments where he's just gonna turn up and just be like, nope, my fight. I'm doing this. Like I love it. So much fun. And he's an epic. I need to do this duo. I need to do this as like a video because they are. And in fact, I'm gonna try to do this real quick with Wonder Woman because I think I can do the 5 turns. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Taha, like that. I think that because there's 150. Excuse me, my throat is disappearing. I think there's 150. It's 150 pulls before you get a guaranteed legendary. And I'm willing to bet money. I didn't check it, but I'm willing to bet money that mine came from guarantees. I'm willing to bet on that because it was forever. Wonder Woman, you go. We're gonna put you right behind Nightwing. We like the sustain, I guess, but is it necessary? Probably not. Let's see if we can do this in 6 turns. Albeit, I probably should put Wonder Woman in the front because I'm not too worried about the damage. So the weaken from Ocean Master does add bleeds and weaken and whatever else, but I don't think they're going to be able to take us out regardless. So I could probably put Wonder Woman in the front for the damage to clear out the waves. Yeah, it's 150 pity. So I'm pretty sure that that was me. I think I got the pity pool. They just felt bad for me and gave him up. Gave her up. We are already at turn 2, and we are still dealing with henchmen. I should definitely switch Wonder Woman and Ocean Master real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Because I do want to stun Phantom Stranger. He's annoying as hell. And him and Kid Flash together, what nightmare is this? All right. And then also I need to check for if who's taking more damage, Lex or Nightwing. Yeah, see, we're already almost through the hordes, and now it's turn 2. Actually, do I need Kid Flash going there? Probably not. I'm wondering if I can just do full damage. Pull Wonder Woman in 60-ish pulls, and then Green Lantern in 30 on DCU Superman. After your vid, I stopped pulling for him. I can't blame you. And then you got your Wonder Woman, which is like kind of the dream scenario. That was kind of my point, where it's like, now go back and pull for Superman DCU. And I get where like I'm going to pull for Superman DCU, but my point was like, I'm from a place of privilege. I already got Wonder Woman. So I understand both thought processes. But yeah, I need to get Superman DCU because I want to get my hands on him and actually do a real video and see, because some people have debated whether I'm right or not. And I feel like, yeah, you put gear on him and everything. Yeah, he's going to be good-ish. But if I put that same gear on Wonder Woman or Batman, is there a difference? You know what I mean? Like, that was my question. Oh, no, what he means is that, and this is what I was saying before. Somebody did bring up this point, and I'm not going to win this fight, so I'm going to let this ride. Someone did bring up the point. What I meant by you getting them from the Superman event is that in this shop, you can get so many of these tokens, and you don't have to use them for Superman. You can still use those tokens in the mother box for starter recruitment or weekly recruitment, because it's the same token. And so I've gotten maybe like 35 tokens from that thing. Hey, good morning, P. Moy. I've gotten like 35 tokens from that thing. I didn't pull soups because I have a couple legendaries already. And this is the guaranteed. I want them. But you could have just used them in legendary recruitment or starter recruitment and used them to pull somebody else. And that's getting them from the DCU event. I think that's what he did. You have Superman DCU and you just use him as a tank, Daniel? I have not heard that yet. Funny enough, the legendary I would strongly recommend would be Dr. Fate. The way his ultimate works makes him efficient at the end of the battle with 1 or 2 foes remaining, but he is still an AoE. Don't worry, Theo. Theonitis. This is spot. Okay, anyway. Maybe I should read Dr. Fate. That should probably be a video, but I feel like it's advocating too much to spend money, and I'm not a fan. Where are you, Dr. Fate? All right, so Dr. Fate's kit. Attack an enemy 3 times, dealing superpower damage equal to 30, 30, and 60%. That is Green Arrow of attack. Damage increases 30, 33%, and then 36, 36, 72. That's Green Arrow. Is that his basic? Is that his basic? Very controversial topic on Discord. Some love him, some hate him. Okay. Is that his basic? Next, attack ancient power. Attack an enemy with the lowest proportion of HP, dealing superpower damage equal to 170% of attack, and gain 20% lifesteal. Cooldown, initial cooldown of 1 turn. So then I guess the next cooldown is like 2 or something. Damage increase to 195, then lifesteal 25%, and then 30%. Okay. For each ally with a proportion of HP lower than 60% during battle, increase own attack by 9%. Is that what you're meaning? For each ally with a proportion of lower than 60%. So if I got 4 allies below 60%, then I'm going to end up with 36% increased attack. That goes up to 48% increased attack. At level 2, if the ally's proportion of health is also lower than 25%, increased attack is double. Wow. So then it goes up to 48%, and then if that many go below 25%, which you're in trouble, it goes up to 96% increased attack. When an ally casts an ultimate while their proportion of HP is lower than 60%, grants them shield that can absorb damage equal to 100% of attack for 2. That is good. If they're below 60% and they let out an ultimate, that's damn. Sacrifice. Oh, sacrifice. I don't like sacrifice, but okay. Sacrifice is 10% of the other ally's current HP and summons across to deal superpower damage equal to 550% of attack. This damage is shared by all enemies. Also adds 1 stack of weaken for 2 turns. 10% is not that much, I guess, especially when Constantine was doing like 15% every time an ally takes a turn. He's doing this once on the ultimate. Okay. Damage increases to 625, and then it increases to 700. Weaken extends to 3 turns. Every time I see sacrifice, though, it puts a big ass pause on me. Every time. And then Deathstroke, I did read through his kit. His kit is complicated. Not complicated, it's just a lot of reading. Okay. As an expert of all kinds of weapons, Deathstroke, y'all didn't have to give me the bio. Select 1 out of 3 different weapons to attack. Deals physical damage for the gun. Deals physical damage equal to 85% of attack to an enemy. If the target's proportion of HP is higher than 50%, damage is increased to 35%. So if you're stronger, he's going to hit you harder. Bomb. Deals physical damage equal to 60% of attack to an enemy and 1 random enemy, and adds 1 stack of bleed for 2 turns. Sword. Brandishes his sword at an enemy 2 times, each dealing physical damage equal to 42.5%. Y'all could have just said 90. Or no, is it 90? 85? Of attack. Also adds 1 stack of bleeds, and then it increases to 47.5 and 95 respectively, and then 75. Okay. That's on his basic, by the way. Yeah, he seems like the way he sounds to L, it sounds like he is like a power swing when it gets down to it. At the start of battle and after casting his ultimate, Deathstroke progresses the action bar by 30%. At the start of battle and after he does his ultimate, he progresses the action bar by 30%. Okay. And then 35 and 40%, which means he's going to keep on going. At the end of his turn, Deathstroke has 20% chance of dealing 1 additional basic attack. This chance increases 5% for every enemy inflicted with bleed. That opens up the bleed teams. I know I've read these kits, but I mean, it's been a month plus. 25% chance and then 30% chance are the increases on the levels. When dealing damage, if there are 2 enemies or fewer, increases crit of this instance of damage by 30%. Ultimate. Wields all weapons for 2 turns, during which basic attacks are changed to attacks with all 3 weapons. Okay. Damage from these attacks is increased by 40% or decreased by 40%. That was the thing I didn't like. I remember that now. Because I was like, oh yeah, we get all the weapons, but it's decreased attack. Boo. And they are followed with 1 additional basic attack. Damage is decreased by 30% instead. Energy consumption decreases by 1. So this is the one where he has like his ultimate costs 4 points, And then when you get to level 3, I don't even think that's rank 8. You get them to level 3, and then it decreases to 3. Ultimate cost of 3. Okay. I don't know if I think maybe I want Dr. Fate instead of Deathstroke. See, this is why you don't spend that $30. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want Dr. Fate or Deathstroke now. Actually, you know what we could do real quick? I'm checking. I doubt it, but I'm checking. Elseworld. We have Martian Manhunter. Someone was asking me about Martian Manhunter, but about buying him. I don't see Dr. Fate or any of them in here. I'm kind of hoping that I can run it to Deathstroke in here. Bizarro, sure. If I can run into Deathstroke or Dr. Fate, I'm going to play with them for a little bit. But I'm going to run through this. I'm going to speed run this. Kind of want to go over Martian Manhunter just to remind myself if he's any good or not. No, you do the freeze. You do a stun. You lay down a bunch of debuffs. Let's go. All right. So yeah, I want to run it to Dr. Fate or Deathstroke. I feel like because of the questions they got asked me about Martian Manhunter, because he seems really like he really wants to get it, but like it's a big decision for him. I really want to back row allies attack. Yeah, sure. I really want to try him again because I played with Martian Manhunter. I did the showcase. I have like on Elseworld like 3 or 4 of them are character showcases where I just use different characters a lot. Just to like go through their kits and see what they do. The problem with that is that you can use them and you can see their kits, but then what if Martian Manhunter should be running with, I don't know, Damien and Croc because he has a bleed component. He doesn't, but let's say that happens. I can't really decide that, so I can't see his full potential. So that does make it a little bit harder to make that decision. Come on. I know we'll do that one. I just talked about how awesome Ocean Master is. We can put him in here. Yeah. And that's the other thing, too. The characters I have versus the characters that are going to show up in this. Man, I can't stand you. They're not built the way that I want them to be built. Like, I just changed the entire build of Kid Flash earlier in this video to try to help increase his shields. Or increase his heals. So these characters don't have any gear on them whatsoever. Hey, bye-bye, Kikots. Okay. Actually, if I curse in a different language, oh no, because it's YouTube, they'll know. Okay, never mind. Because I feel like Kobe Bryant did this at the end of, may he rest in peace. Kobe Bryant did this at the end of a season in with the Lakers, like one of his seasons where he was like really high up on technical files, and if you get a certain amount, you'll get suspended for like the next game or whatever. He just started cursing in Italian and Spanish, and the refs weren't catching it. So I was like, if I curse in Italian or Spanish or like Serbian, are they gonna? I feel like I could curse in Serbian and they wouldn't say anything. I don't feel like the folks over there know Serbian or Croatian. I feel like I could do that. I feel like it. Do you guys think if I was... No. They have people. I don't know why. I'm trying to get away with it. They have people. I just don't want this channel to be a channel where I'm cursing a bunch. That's all. Okay. I didn't realize I had this many characters. All right. Okay. There we go. Hey, come on. And I'm not gonna get Deathstroke or Dr. Fate. That will go a long way. My dog is literally snoring. How does such a small animal make so much noise? Snoring. What's up, Panda? How you doing? What do you mean, sorry you're late? You're not late. This is not an obligation. This is fun. Sorry you're late. Chill. It's cool. It's cool. Happy to have you here. All right. We did not get Deathstroke or Dr. Fate. Man, there's Martian Manhunter again. Boo. Boo. Oh, man. Oh, they get Deathstroke, though. Lame. I wanted Deathstroke. All right. Anyway, so we're going to try to progress through the main story again. Because now I'm actually in a pretty good place. You missed all the drama, Rescue Panda, at the beginning of this when I was trying to pull for Bane. And that was, you've seen me get pretty upset. That hurt my heart. Um, okay, you got 10K. Congrats. There you go. Pick up those rewards for hitting that 10K on that Superman event. I'm not doing that. What am I doing? I'm not doing that. Actually, though, speaking of that Superman event, maybe I should do one more quick run because I just improved my team, my roster. Nope, but nobody who's on this side, though. We'll see. Yeah. Definitely hit a wall. Oh, my goodness. That drawing today really, really it really upset me. It really, really did. I shouldn't have reminded myself of it. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. All right, here we go. And I don't have anything to pull right now, right? I mean, I could pull for the week. I, Here's the thing. I could still get Bane today. And this is how they get you. Because now I'm like, man, I could still get Bane, though. If I pulled a couple, I could still get him. And then I could take him to rank 8, which is what I want to do anyway. This is how they get you. This is how they get you. Let me stop. Let me go ahead and progress here a little bit more. I think I'm going to get to 20. Well, I will get to 26.9 and then see what that's all about. I still don't like the Sinestro's on the squad. Oh no, it was drama. I don't know if that was the word, but I was heated. I was very heated. Yeah. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Because I had a guaranteed epic coming, and I had Bane, cursing sign language. I don't know any sign language. Well, I mean, I know one. I think everybody knows one. Um, I I know the things that are considered sign language, and I'm sure the sign language community. I wonder if like some of the sign language curses they have in other like all over the place, right? I wonder if those are real like sign language or are those things that people did as gestures that of course people in sign language know. Like the middle finger. Was that a sign language thing first, or was that a guy who just like spazzed out and was like, I don't know what finger to give you, but I'm gonna give you this one because this means something to me. And then the sign language community was like, okay, we'll co-opt that. Like I don't know, or is that not even sign language? And they're like, oh, we understand, because I have seen, I know a few things in sign language, and none of them are appropriate for YouTube, and I've been curious about the like etymology of sign language. Some of the stuff makes sense when you're trying to describe like this is ram. So like that's how you know it's a ram, but that makes sense because you're doing the thing like the horns. But some of the stuff, like what is it? This is to think and this is to know. I get that because you're thinking, so not as sure to know is like that. I kind of get that, but how did that come about? Because this is like you're stupid to everybody. Like if somebody's like, man, what are you thinking? I don't think that's a sign language thing. I genuinely don't, but I don't know well enough to say. I'm curious about where that came from. All right, let me stop. This is not this is not a language channel. But I do want to know where that came from. All right, so we got a lot of debuffs out. So that means that when Sinestro does finally get his turn, Mr. Roadblock with the 4 ultimate points, he will hit hard, supposedly. Although I did take off some of his gear to put on Kid Flash so he could heal. And I'm actually wondering if I wish I had done a battle with Kid Flash beforehand and then restarted, changed the gear, and then did it after the gear change to see how much. Because that stat thing at the end of battle that you can get now is really going to help me decide what to do with gear, actually. Because now I can go into a battle, whatever battle it is, run them, check the stats on their heals and damage, and then run a different gear set completely, and then check the stats and see if there was a plus, a minus, whatever. Are we gonna win this? I feel like I should have put in Green Arrow over Sinestro. That hurt. Let's see. Because Green Arrow for me is still is still a better damage dealer than Sinestro. Let's do the AoE bonus. That is nice as well. We'll push him up. We still want a good bit of the heals from Kid Flash, so he's in second position. And Green Arrow actually in this scenario, he's really only targeting. He's really only there for a Firestorm. Curse in Italian, just scratch just scratch your chin. I'm not cursing, man. I'm just scratching my chin, dog. What are y'all? Ugh. I can't even be itchy on YouTube. Y'all so sensitive. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't a curse. There's a different way to scratch the chin that shows it. Which, funny enough, the opposite is how you would say that you're interested in something in sign language. Like the opposite motion done slowly is how you would say that you're like, what you doing later kind of thing in sign language. Yo, Jordan coming through with the knowledge. The FU gesture originated in Greece, had something to do with resembling, well, a plastic. Oh. I did not know that. That is awesome knowledge to have. Oh, wow. That's why it means that's why it's FU. Uh, I did not know. Man, that makes it so much worse. That makes it so much worse. Like when your friends would tell you to sit on it and spin. That makes it so much worse. Yo, that's crazy talk. That's amazing. Thank you, Jordan. That is my like fact of the day right now. That is my fact of the day. That's hilarious. Lord have mercy. That is hilarious. All right, here we go. Are we going to make it through this? So now Green Arrow, the purpose of him was so when we get to this point, and hopefully Kid Flash can do some work and like just run around with med packs and help everybody. Because now the entire purpose of Green Arrow is this moment where he is going to hopefully start attacking Firestorm soon, as he has that affinity matchup, and he's the best damage dealing Agile I have. Bizarro's finally gone, so we can get full damage on Firestorm, because I think Firestorm was the one who got the flower, right? How do you like Sinestro? I'm not liking him that much, to be quite frank. And I think it's a matter of I need him. Like we just saw in the chat, I think Napo said that they say that Sinestro is like one of the top 4, but that then he needs to be rank 8 because his ultimate point cost is so high that when you put him on there anywhere in front of somebody, he blocks off the rest of the characters. They can't get their ultimates off. But at rank 8, when he gets to fear, stack of fear 6, then his ultimate point cost goes down by 1. It puts it at 3, which is right in line with everybody else. So I feel like getting his ultimate, like getting him to rank 8 would make a big difference for me. I feel like that. I'm Puerto Rican. When we get mad, we say, YouTube don't know nothing about that. Puñeta. Okay, we can try that one. Wait, Mike, you're Puerto Rican. What's up? ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Tío. Well, un poco de español, pero no puedo hablar bien. Estudié español para 7 años en la universidad, escuela. Tengo amigos de Perú, Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela, pero no puedo. Mis amigos necesitan hablar con despacio, porque no puedo hablar bien. But anyway, shout out to the Puerto Rican homies. Y tú, Jordan, you're oh, my Latinos are in the chat. What's up? Okay. He's a late game investment, Theo. You mean Sinestro? I would say if you have him, invest in him. Any legendary you get, invest in them as like fast as possible. But once you get him, to make him useful, you need to start pursuing his frags immediately, basically. Joe's like, no, I'm black. Oh, so you like regular black. You just like regular black. You're not Puerto Rican black. I hear you. I'm regular black too. Well, I'm half Nigerian. So anyway, I mean, you guys don't know my last name, so most of you don't. So I was about to say if you couldn't tell by my last name, but most of y'all don't know my last name. All right, y'all don't know my government. We going by Angreifer over here, which is a German name. I'm in Switzerland, so and that name came from the fact that one of my first German comic books was some like Guardians of the Galaxy meets Deadpool thing, and there was a word in the comic that was angreifen. It was in German because I was using it to practice German, and I was like, "What is that?" And then it was like, "Oh, it means to attack," and I was like, "Okay, cool, bet." And then I guess angreifer is attacker. Nah, is it though? And it's like, okay, yeah. So that's where that came from. Actually, no real amazing origin story for my name. Let's try Lex. I doubt that, Mike. I doubt that seriously, but thank you for the compliment. Adebayo? No. Adebayo, as Kendrick Perkins would say. Adebayo. Adebayo. He says his name different every single time he says that man's name. No, but last name is Obi. OBI. Who am I putting in here? I guess Lex is the only one. Let me see how this fight goes, actually. I do want a little bit more sustain in there and see if we can draw it out a bit. Yeah, I need to. Ne parlez-vous français? J'ai travaillé à Genève and I need to learn French. Like I live in Zurich and I've been here for 18 years, and then I get German, and now I got this job offer, or I got this job in Geneva, which is the French part of Switzerland, and like the whole thing, it's all in English, but I have to go to Geneva usually once a week. The next 2 weeks I don't because my bosses are on vacation, and so I'm trying to learn a little bit of French, and French is not a language I wanted to learn. I'll be real with you. I never wanted to learn French. German wasn't a language I wanted to learn, to be real with you. The naming practices of a lot of African cultures is crazy to me. Like, do you know how many Sundays I work with? Hey, what's up? Notice Devriv. I'm gonna call you Derive. Amazing French. That was not amazing French, but you're a nice person. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But no, I need to learn. And my boss, she's amazing, like one of my bosses, she's a CFO. They're co-founders of the company. She's an amazing lady. She's fun. Got a lot of love for her. And she's like, you just need to find a woman. If you find a woman, then you'll learn French so fast. And the funny part is, she's not wrong. Either drinking, getting a little buzz, or having a partner that speaks a foreign. The Italian I have is because my ex-girlfriend is of 8 years is Italian. She's from Salerno. And so like that's why I can curse and speak some Italian. I can understand a lot of Italian is because of her. So she's right. Like that's the way to go. I'm not trying to like really learn French all the time, no dog. I'm doing good. I'm trying to delay going to work as long as possible. I'm gonna have to get off this thing in like 30 minutes. We are not finna pass Batman right now. But I'm doing good. Every time I like streaming in the morning more and more now because it just puts me in a good spirit before I go to work. Because hanging out with you guys, talking, that just brightens my damn day. What made you go to Switzerland? Are you from the States? Oh yeah, I'm from Auburn, Alabama, born and raised. The first time I was on a plane was when I moved to Switzerland. Straight up. I didn't have a passport until like a week before. And then of course you move to another country because you fell in love, and I'm divorced. So I fell in love with a Swiss woman. Baby on the way. Caden, my son. She was like, she wants to have the baby in Switzerland. She didn't want to have a baby in the U.S. And I was like, I guess we're moving to Switzerland, and then moved over here. Yeah. Next, Italian from the Italian side. Oh, you mean from Lugano? I mean, I had an Italian from Italy. So yeah. And here's the other thing too. Because I have some friends from Ticino. Don't tell them. Ticino, I think it's Ticine in English. I think it's Ticine is the Italian part of Switzerland. Don't don't call them Italian. They hate being called Italian. Call them Swiss because as much as when you go to that part of Switzerland, it's like being in Italy, including the food is so much better. They are Swiss and they are very proud of being Swiss. So calling them Italian will really get you cursed out. Let's put Sinestro in and see if he can make a liar out of me. Let's see what's up. Let's try that. I would say this. I did move for love, but I really moved for my son because didn't have the best relationship with my father, as in it was non-existent for real. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be involved in my son's life. So I didn't have a choice but to move. I wanted to be with my son. Whom I didn't know was a son at the time. Only surprise that's you're gonna be happy either way, boy or girl, didn't matter. And now I do have a daughter, and she is amazing. That is my best friend. Yeah. So I don't know about good dude. I try to be a good dude, but honestly, it was when at my mom's funeral, I was saying this speech. I had to give the eulogy, and that was one of the things where I was like, man, I moved, and I know you guys didn't like that I moved, but the reason why I moved is because I had uncles in my life who taught me how to be a man, and being a man was going and supporting your family. And I think that was the first time I articulated that to them, and once they heard that, I think it opened their eyes to like, no, I did this because this is how y'all raised me. That's it. I'm not gonna have a child around the world or halfway around the world and not be involved in their life. Not gonna happen. So once that, and that's the thing, communication. You got to talk. Everything else. Say that. I can't say that word. I can't say that word, Napo. I think I know what that word means. I'm pretty sure I know what that word means. All right. So I don't think Sinestro is going to help us get past. We're not even getting through the henchmen. 100%, Jordan. 100%. And that is why my mom, God rest her soul, I believe she was like, I need to put you around your uncles because I need good men to teach you how to be a good man. And I said that at the funeral too. Like that was, I believe that was her entire intent. She knew that her brothers were good men and she made sure to put me around them as much as possible. And hopefully I can make them proud. So man, I don't. Getting through these henchmen is the problem. And I know Sinestro. Maybe I should move Sinestro further up. This is not it. This is not it. Okay, so Wonder Woman goes. She's not even doing damage. I didn't realize it was that bad. Because, I mean, I'm not even looking at Batman at this point. I'm looking at these henchmen who are these shields behind that. She's not even doing damage to them. Damn. She's doing absolutely no damage. And they are wrecking us. Okay. I should have waited till it went all the way through and then tried to check the stats. I'm not doing that now either. She doesn't. Okay, well then let's see what Sinestro does. I mean, I did just take some of his gear off for Kid Flash, but dog, I think I'm at a wall now. I think I need to do system recovery. I think I finally hit a wall. And I can't start Digital Universe yet because I do have to go to work in like 20 minutes. I say that every time, and then 1 hour later, yeah. Wait, did Sinestro even get his ultimate off? No. Kid Flash went. Now Sinestro goes. What does this damage look like? Like nothing. Like absolutely nothing. Zatanna's good. I like Zatanna. She was much better before they nerfed her. But Zatanna is good. I think you getting Zatanna at this point means that you won't be disappointed in what she does because what she does is good. It's just that what she was before was better. But she's definitely not a bad investment. Not at all. She's a good investment. And I need to invest in everybody because we've already lost Wonder Woman, Superman's falling, and we've done like 40% damage on the two tanks in the front. This ain't gonna go. This is not gonna go. Oh, and there goes Soups. Okay. Yeah, this is where my wall is. It's 2612. Damn. Oh, but we did get some level ups, which means that the supplies, in case you guys didn't know, but that means that when I click on supply, it's gonna be at a higher rate. That's always nice. Did I forget to open my? I always forget to open this damn thing. Oh, got a token. Now watch. That'll be the one token where I pull Bane. Watch. Uh, throw my mouse across this room, and I still haven't been able to get these emblems settled up, so I can do. Actually, me doing that might help me with Wonder Woman, and me getting this done could help me with. I think I already have Batman to that level on his emblems, to where yeah, if I just do 25 more, I can unlock the next level of that. And then the next one I would do, I already have Nightwing. The question is, do I want to work on Nightwing's emblem or, I mean, after I get done with Wonder Woman, of course. Do I want to work on Nightwing's emblem or do I want to work on Batman's emblem at that next level? And I'm leaning toward Nightwing, even though I am a Batman fan because Nightwing and Ocean Master together are too good. So let me get, I need 30 more of these. And I don't have any more to buy. I can't buy anything else from this. Distress signal, collect. I'm not going to be able to recruit 5 times because I don't have that many. Elseworld I've completed 8 times. Ranking, okay, fine. Now in this shop, can I buy any more of these? Nope, that ain't happening. Any more of this? Nope, that's not happening. Damn. All right, so then next up is, I'm not going to get anything from supplies. Nope. And then I think the next would be, which currency was it? Elite. I need 30 and I can get 15 from here. And part of me says I shouldn't do that because right now, what's up, Andrew? I'm branching out and leveling up other characters other than your main squad. I don't at all. I would rather, I'll come back to the Wonder Woman in a minute. I'll show you. There's like a couple I have. Literally, these are the only 5 I have invested in. Period. I do not level up anybody else. I have done it with these, like experimenting in the beginning before I knew, and it's just not worth the 5 gems to reverse this. Although maybe it is 5 diamonds, maybe it is. I did it with these 4 like nothing tunes because I use them to hold gear that I'm experimenting with and doing whatever with. So I just added a little bit of level to be sure that they would be on top so I could find them easier. But other than that, no, don't. And I mean, I spent enough to get him up to 10, which might be like 1,000 gold. I don't even know how much that is. Why is he? Oh, this was in the very beginning. So yeah, I would honestly not even a level 20, not even a level 20. Leave him at 1. And as you can see right here, I have like 3 epics that are not even in level link. I would rather come to level link, pay this 500 gems to open up another slot, and then I save all those resources. Go ahead and put your gear on them or whatever. Save all those resources and put them. You meaning stars? You mean ranks? Okay, that's different. That's different. Now here's the thing. There is an aspect of Peter robbing Paul to do this with the elites. Everyone else is kind of on their own in terms of epics because you need their actual epic frags plus elite or rare frags. When it comes to the epics, all of them, and I can't say with even an exception, their ranking is more important than no worries, Andrew. No big deal. Their ranks are more important than ranking these characters. The only character that I would say is worth it, like outright worth it, is Black Canary. When I go to rank up, so like for example, who am I ranking up next? Let's say Bane, because that's the one I've been complaining about all day. When I go to rank him up, and I'm gonna do it with the elites, and I auto select, I will always. I'm doing this with Harley Quinn now. I'll just keep Harley Quinn out of it, and then I'll just use everybody else, and then I rank them up. That's what I did for Black Canary for I don't know a couple days. It didn't take that long. It was like 3 or 4 days. I had enough to get her up to like maybe longer than that. Maybe it was a week. Let me not over exaggerate. But let's say 3 to 7 days. I had enough to take her up to rank 8, and then I just burned those frags. So they're relatively easy to rank up. But in my view, ranking up an epic is more important than ranking up an elite. So especially if I had like Green Arrow, if I got like Green Arrow and Nightwing and Ocean Master and Kid Flash and Zatanna, all these elites can just wait. I'm ranking up all of them up to rank 8 at least. And then I'll think about, depending on what I have left, I'll think about maybe ranking up some of the elites. Maybe. Epic's a priority. Okay, when it comes to the reinforcement leveling, be careful. Rescue Panda. The issue, you finally got the Batmobile. All right. I would put some of the resources into the Batmobile, but don't fall into this trap that I fell into, right? Which is when it comes to, and actually I can even show it a little bit. I have what I need to unlock this, except for the fact of I need to have TT, the Tiger, leveled up to 160. In the beginning, I was just, leveling. But as you'll notice, like I needed to be level 90 on the motorcycle to unlock the mirror. I need to be 1.5 mirror to unlock TT, and then TT is gonna have to be 160 for me to unlock this. I don't know if I even have enough to. I had enough to level them up, I think, by levels, but not enough gold. Yeah, that's what it was. So, and I was putting resources into the characters at that point. So be careful when leveling up. I have the Batmobile at level 80 because I got it first too, and it was an epic, or is it yeah, it's an epic. So like, yeah, I put resources into it, but then that hamstrung, not in a big way. I did level 80 for the tank too. It hamstrung me trying to unlock these others. So if you're leveling up the bike, you're going through digital universe. Only level up the bike. I think it's 90. If it's not, they'll tell you. Like when you come over here to unlock, it should tell you how many of levels you need, and don't rank up your bike past that. It's useful. It's a very useful vehicle. I've used it a lot, but at this point, until I unlock all of them, all 4 of these, which are the ones from Digital Universe, I'm not going, I got the bike to 90 already. Then stop. Go to Digital Universe. If you already have your Batcycle at 90, go to Digital Universe. Come over here, and then get to your mirror. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Get to the mirror over here, Digital Universe, whatever, Sigma. I think that's Sigma. Don't start. I didn't want to start. But get over here to Digital Universe Sigma. Unlock your mirror, because the mirror is pretty awesome, actually, in terms of healing the back row. And then start working on that to level 105 so that you'll be prepared for TT. So, I think if you already have it, I think this Digital Universe should be unlocked for you already. I didn't do a walkthrough for this one. I think I started my walkthroughs here at noon. Woke up in the middle of the night and I saw that you were on, so I had to say hi. Hey, what's up, Passing Wind? How you doing? Hopefully you can get back to sleep. Get some. I used to do, and I don't know if I think I took them down. I used to do bedtime story podcast because some people find my voice to be soothing and help them go to sleep. And so the goal was just to read a bedtime story as monotone as possible so that people could go to sleep. And some guy sent me a message on this like, dude, I couldn't go to sleep. And I listened to your stories and I was knocked out. And I was like, that's good. You went to bed. That's awesome. Sleep is important. I know because I don't get enough of it. All right. So yeah, check to see Panda. Check to see if you can get into a Digital Universe and unlock that mirror. And then start working on the mirror. The benefit actually of the bat cycle 2 isn't even the damage really. It's the debuff that it lays down. And I don't know that, and I can check real quick. I know that you get like levels and everything for it. I'm scared to even click the rank up thing. When you rank them up, electrocution deals more damage. Whatever. The real thing right now. Oh, this would be cool to rank up for, to get the decreased healing for 2 turns, because that does reduce the amount of shields you get, the amount of shields and healing that the enemy gets. This is a rank up issue though, and don't even bother ranking them up right now. Don't worry about that at the moment. Level them up, unlock the others. I would like to level this up, honestly, because I like these heals. But I need to unlock this one, which means TT is going to take up these resources right now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You hamstring yourself with Jordan said that he's hamstringing himself by leveling up the Batmobile. I don't know that you're hamstringing yourself, because the Batmobile over the tank, because I got the tank and I was happy, and now I don't like to use it that much anymore. The Batmobile is good, and I would recommend ranking up the Batmobile. Don't rank up the Bat Bike just yet. Not when you have the Batmobile sitting there. In fact, if I could rank it up now, I would. Rank 3, 1 extra missile is launched when attacking, and the chance of each missile inflicting stun increases to 30%. It's at what, 15% now? I think this needs to be done. I think this needs to be done. I think this is gonna be done. I'm not. Oof. I'm not really. And I had a yellow light on this, I believe, and then a red light on everybody else. I'm not ranking up right now, but watch. The second I buy this, I'm gonna end up with Bane somehow, and then I won't have enough resources to rank them because I'm missing these chests. Um, if I buy 2, sold out. All right. I could rank up the Bat Bike. It's a rare. The mirror. I don't even have the mirror up to rank 2. And the heal amount would go up to 180. Um, then we go to, it is a rare though. The elite, I'm not, the claw damage. When roaring, this is up to rank 3 because he's rank 2. When roaring, deals additional physical damage to all enemies equal to 30% of attack. If the target's HP are lower than 40%, they additionally gain 1 stack of bleed for 2 turns. That ain't bad. I mean, it's not, but it ain't bad. No. Oh, so this is only the top row. And then down here, what I'm looking at is, if I rank up, 1 extra missile is, the 30% chance to stun is huge though. For 5 missiles that are getting launched, it has 1 extra missile launch, and the chance of each missile inflicting stun is 30%. So there's 4 missiles right now. There would be 5 that go out, and each one has a 30% chance to stun. Missiles prioritize enemies that yet to be hit, and hitting the same target deals 40% less damage. The damage isn't even what I'm here for. So let it be written, so let it be done. The movie Holy Moses. Wasn't that a Mel Brooks movie that Richard Pryor starred in? I think that was. All right. Anyway, I'm tempted because I'm really big on control effects. Let's see what the tank does if I take it up. Damage enemies gain 2 stacks of weaken. Damage allies that have the hard hit buff will gain 1 stack of strong attack for 1 turn. Because that's the thing. When it hits you, it does 150% damage to all enemies, and then 100% damage to your tanks, the front row. The attack power of the haunted tank is inherited from the ally. Yeah, we know that. So right now it's doing, damage is increased to 170, and the front row damage is reduced to 90. And I mean, it's doing weaken, but what's better than weaken? Being stunned. And a 30% chance on 5. Yeah, this one's got it. This one's got it. This one's got it. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Extra missiles launch and a 30% chance to stun. We are good. I like that a lot. I'm actually tempted to like level this up more, honestly. And just say I get to this when I get to it. This kit grants 2 stacks of vitality to the ally with the highest attack and increases their defense by 25%, lasts until the end of battle. And vitality is shelter decreases damage taken from the next attack by 50%. That this didn't say shelter, it just said vitality. I guess shelter comes on later. Vitality receive one additional energy after the end of a turn. Max stack 3. The question I have now, this is what I'm thinking. Would I rather level up the Batmobile and get these extra stats, the plus stats on the attack, the defense, and HP for my other tunes, or do I save and then just go ahead and unlock this one and then go back to using the Batmobile? The Batmobile, honestly, even with, I think I would use the Batmobile more. I'm not going to do this now because of the gold, but I'm tempted to level this up and just say I'll get to this when I get to it. But then I'll never, quote unquote, get to it. I know myself. Oh, more. We'll take it. Yay, technology. All right. I think that's the way to go. Okay. I wonder now, though, it's not going to work. But I do want to see the stun in action, like if it's different now. It's going to be different, but I want to see it. I don't like Sinestro. Let's do it that way. I want to see how many people get stunned though. Because 15% chance, it would do it sometimes. It would get there. And I guess leveling it isn't that important since I'm using it for control more than I'm using it for the damage. Although like just additional HP and stuff for my team is good. 5 missiles, 3 of them stunned. All those henchmen are stunned. That was a good investment. At least so far. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. I don't think this is going to make us win because I wish the reinforcements could go more than one time. I wish they would go like 2 or 3 turns. Is that not and actually is anybody in in-game, is there like something I can buy on this tech path that means that these reinforcements would go more than one time? Because it says initial cooldown, and in fact, I think I'm gonna go look at that before I call it a day and sign off the stream. I don't think we're getting past this regardless of, right? We're not about to luck up on some RNG or something, right? Does anybody know if in the tech path for reinforcements that you can buy something that will get the reinforcements to do multiple attacks? I mean, we're surviving. I don't know if we're thriving, if that makes any sense. Like, we're okay, but we still haven't taken out a henchman. Wonder Woman's gone. Oof. Haven't taken out one henchman. Not yet. And Scarecrow's hitting like a truck. I have a lot of the same characters you have. What order did you rank them? You have a lot of choices to work with, and I want that too. Honestly, it just goes legendaries first, and then Kid Flash. Yeah, that's off the top of my head. Kid Flash and Green Arrow are the next bucket of who you deal with, who you work on. I think those two above all epics in terms of the ones I have. I mean, they're the ones that I have in terms of like leveling resources. And I put Sinestro in level link. You know what I mean? I put Lex in level link. That's how good they are. Is that it's a decision to make between them and Lex, one of the best characters in the game, even though he's, fallen off a little bit in terms of who I would put in. But Green Arrow and Kid Flash perform like legendaries in a lot of situations. So those where the resources go, and then everything else is level link. I'm not going to spend the gems to open up another level link slot because I'm not really missing that using these guys. I want to use them more, but I don't think that, especially since they're ranked like 5 and 6, I don't think they're going to help me progress. Also, John Stewart does work against Johnny Quick. I should give that a shot. But I mean, he's also just rank 5 though, and I think I'm on like level 17 with Johnny Quick right now. There was something I wanted to do and I completely forgot. Anybody remember what I was talking about doing after I got done with that level? Oh yeah, the progression path technology. Is there any way for me to say unlocks when position technology 1 reaches support mode improvement? Unlocks reinforcement position 3. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for me to get them to run more than once. It would be nice if they ran more than once. Tech Bath. Thanks, Jordan. You're using rank 3 at the moment, but what level of Johnny Quick are you fighting? And adding him took from level 0 to level 7. Okay. Because right now, what I'm running on Evil Falls Johnny Quick is, well, that's what they recommended was Gorilla Grodd and Raven. This is what I'm running on them. And I'm tempted. Oh, they did put it in Gorilla Grodd. And my Gorilla Grodd is rank 7, but I think I could take him rank 8. No, I could have with those epic shards that I used on Bane. I don't think I could take him rank 8 anymore. I have to look. But let's see if Gorilla Grodd does something for us. I mean, they recommend him. We keep all this the same. Skip battle. And then we'll try to use well, John Stewart I can't even use because I don't have him in level link right now. Yeah, this didn't do better. 292, 5, dup. No better. Yeah, I can't even do John Stewart now because I have to remove somebody from level link. Okay. So I'm second on team lead board. Can't wait for Wonder Woman 57. 57 more pities. You still haven't gotten one. I had the same problem. I had the same issue. I had the exact same issue. Crossing my fingers for you. P. Moy. Hey, Johnny is getting stunned on round 1 early on, which is huge. Yeah, but the thing is that for me, and I guess that gives you the armor break, because he doesn't take stun. He converts stun, becomes immune to control statuses, and that's, stun, freeze, those ones. And it gets inflicted, it gets turned into armor break for 3 turns, which could be massive now that you mention it. And I do have Nightwing in there. Does that armor break make a difference? You've been doing 5 a day? Where are you getting the super encrypted tokens from? I'm stuck. Okay. The biggest problem for me is wondering if I should go with 2 tanks or have Wonder Woman up front. Wonder Woman does a good job as a tank. She does. Is this... No, there was no... The damage was much more even, though. Meaning, I think we got demolished. The biggest problem for me is wondering if I should go with 2 tanks. Well, let's see. Because I do not like having Lex in the front. Let's just be real about it. Because he's not the tankiest of tanky boys, is he? I did have, let's do this. Select and then have him in the back. And this is because I'm going to use him for the Nightwing. Let me get you out of here. What was I thinking? Have him in the front first and then have him in the back next. Thanks for the likes. I'm seeing a bunch of hearts. Don't even know what that means, but thank you. Okay, so Darth Papa Bear, love the name. Don't do that. Don't do that. I did it anyway. So they had the global release because they already had a release around the globe except for the U.S. No, it was like I'm in Switzerland, so I got to download it earlier. There were other regions like Canada, some areas of South America, some other areas of Europe that got early access to the game, and then they finally did the global release July 7th. So I've been playing. I was playing for like a month and a half before global release started. I think something like that. Um, is Plan X just for the month? Oh, you mean that security thing? No, I think it's only for 2 weeks actually. Um, because I have been getting that. So you're talking about the security plan where you can buy the Plan X for like $15 or something like that. I guess if I count that, I've done that twice, so that's $30 right there. I guess you're referring to boop 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 boop. This one, Plan X, and then it's $15. And if you look, it should expire in. It says resets in 23. Oh, so maybe it is a month. Maybe it was a month. What was the thing that was 2 weeks? I thought there was something else that was 2 weeks. If it's for a month, that's an even better value than I thought, because I thought for sure it was only for 2 weeks. That's nice. My Plan X only lasted 4 days. Excuse me? That is a thing. Oh. Did you buy the Plan X right before it expired? Meaning you bought it like last week sometime? Yeah, we just got a new one. That's why it's like reset is in 23 days. I thought it was every 2 weeks, but I think that's because no, I didn't buy it late. I don't know if they made it. Okay, then I'm just thinking of like weeks wrong. But yeah, the reset. Because I actually remember I was about to buy Plan X, I think when I first started, but it was about to reset, so I just waited. Or no, I got it and then I purchased the last levels using gems because you can purchase these levels for like 300 gems. And because I had Growth Fund, I had some extra gems so I could buy the levels and just complete the thing. And then got the extra resources. Yeah, and they reset it then. And then it was reset, I want to say the Sunday after global release, I think is when it happened. So, yeah. My bird dog, they got you. All right, so. Guys, it's time for me to go to work. I got to go to work, unfortunately. I do like my job, but this is fun. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I will see you. I don't know. I wanted to stream last night, but I had so much to do. I was so tired. So I'll try to stream again in like 8 hours, but I'm not going to make that promise depending on how work goes today because it was stressful yesterday. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.